Adventure 6, Starless Night. Captured in the Dro city of Minzo-Baranzan, Drizzt and Catibrier are forced into an uncertain alliance with a dreaded enemy. The objective is to escape the Underdark. There are two teams, one that is Drizzt and Catibrier, and the other team is just Artemis. So the way this works is one team, one of their people activate, then the Artemis guy activates, then the other person on the other team activates, and then back to Artemis. So it goes back and forth like that. If it was played with 3 people, then you'd sit at the table in such a way that you keep track of that. But since it's only me, I will have to do my best to remember. Important stuff happens when the Dro glyph tile is drawn, and that's between the 9th and 12th tiles. So whenever that pops up, stuff's going to happen. I think we're just supposed to escape, and there's, I guess the game ends when either both teams win, one team wins, or both team loses. So there's not really a point of me playing another round of this. It's just whatever happens, happens. So I guess, one other thing, the team of 2 get 2 healing surges to begin with, and Artemis gets no healing surges. So he's kind of in a bad spot, I guess, to begin with. We'll see. And to begin, I need to read. Having just escaped from Minzo-Baranzan, Drizzt and Catibrier are forced to make an uncomfortable alliance. Followed by Dro parties and other foes, they've joined forces with Artemis Intrari, the assassin who has plagued them for years. They must work together to reach the surface, but how much can the assassin be trusted? So I guess one thing I wasn't sure about is if somewhere along the way, if you're Artemis, you can attack the heroes, or if you're the heroes, you can attack Artemis. I guess that totally depends on how you want to play. I think I'm going to have it so that everybody's just trying to escape, so everybody lives happily to fight another day. So I guess I should get started. I will start with Catibrier, and then go to Artemis, and then Drizzt, and then so on. Alright, so Catibrier, she will go 1 and explore. So Crystal Shard. The monster is going to be a Hunting Drake. And I think at the end of your exploration phase you can move up to 2 squares. I don't know if she really needs to, but I'll go 1, 2, just to move her back here. And then there was no black triangle, so it is the monster's turn. So the Hunting Drake is within 1 tile, so it's going to move to the closest hero, which I guess will be him, and attack with a Rending Bite. 5 and 8 is 13. Drizzt has a 16, so he's good. So now it is Artemis's turn. He can attack adjacent monsters. I guess he could go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to attack the Hunting Drake with, it doesn't matter, Vampiric Dagger, I guess. 16 is a hit because it's a +6, so 22, so the Hunting Drake is dead. I assume this will go into his experience pile, because it's separate teams. So Hunting Drake's gone, and then treasure. It's a heavy cloak. If I'm targeted by an attack that targets more than 1 hero, the attack misses my hero. So that's what he got. And then exploring is going to be narrow passage. Heroes and monsters get -4 armor in there. And the monster that comes out is a Goblin Cutter. And then the Goblin Cutter is going to activate adjacent to the closest and attacks with a Crude Dagger. So he'll move here and attack Artemis. 9 and 7 is 16. That's going to be enough to hit him, but that's fine. We'll just take 1 damage from that. So that's the end of Artemis. So now it's Drizzt. Ooh, I guess I should have put that stance on Catibrier. I messed that up, but whatever. Everything's attack adjacent monsters. kind of sucks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put this on... Oh, well, I guess it's too late. I should have done it at the start of my turn. Oh man, I didn't use Artemis's ability either. I'm messing up already. Drizzt can attack twice, but I'd rather get the exploring stuff out of the way. So Volcanic Vent, which might not be smart. And it's the Spider Lady. Yeah, probably not smart. And then encounter. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of monsters they control. So he takes 1 and he takes 1. Alright. So now the Spider Lady goes. If Jin is within 2 tiles of hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a sword. So she'll move here and attack with a sword. That's going to do 2 damage to him. And then after the attack, pass the card to the player on your right. So if I was sitting Cadabrier, Artemis, Drizzt, to the right would be Artemis. So Artemis gets it. That's not good, because Artemis goes next. So it's Artemis's turn. I guess I kind of want to kill that spider. So he'll go 1, 2, attack the spider with Vampiric Dagger. 18's a hit, so it'll do 1 damage. And then I have Belt of Storm Giant Strength. Used when your hero hits an adjacent monster with an attack, it deals +2 damage. So it hits for 3 total to kill it. So she's gone. And he got the experience. And a treasure card. Quick Strike. Choose 1 hero. That hero immediately uses an attack power. So I guess I'll choose Cadabrier since she's the only one who can attack stuff that's not adjacent. So she's using Tall Maril. That's going to be a total of 21 to deal a damage to the Goblin Cutter, and it's going to kill it. So she gets... or that team gets that experience, so he's gone. And then, what's going to happen? Oh, no exploring, so an encounter. Rock Slide. Each hero on your tile moves 1 tile in the direction of the tile's arrow. Then each hero on a new tile takes a damage. So, I guess everybody's taking a damage, right? Makes sense. Unless you were in some weird corner type thing, I don't know what, because the start tile just passes you back and forth. But anyway, that was Artemis's turn, so now it's Cadabrier. She is going to put her stance on the Falling Hail stance, so she gets +4 to attacks. And hit or miss, you can move the monster in 1 tile in any direction. So she'll move here and explore. Monster is a Goblin Archer. And then the encounter, Mark of the Wolf, so she takes damage. And I can already see it now. There is a treasure that got stuck in there. The encounter, so I'll just shuffle it in. Alright, so she explored. She can move 2 after exploring, so she'll move back to the start tile. And actually, that's supposed to be an archer, not the big dude. So there's the archer. Alright, so the archer is going to activate, and not adjacent. Within 2 tiles, it attacks the closest, so Artemis is going to get shot. And it misses, but it still does the damage. Alright, so Artemis's turn. He can move 6. Wait, did I do an encounter? I don't think I did the encounter before that, so I'll flip it. Mark of the Wolf, so he... Wait, no, she got it. Right? I messed up. Well, we know that's coming then, I guess. Alright. So she got that. The attack, it's Artemis. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll move this because he's going to be exploring after he attacks. So Vampiric Dagger. 4 and 6 is 10. And the Goblin is a 12, so it misses. And then I guess it's just exploring now. So Volcanic Vent. Monster. Artemis's ability now activates. I can do this if I want. Whenever you place a monster, you can place the monster on any tile with an unexplored edge. So it's a Hunting Drake, and I'll place it way up here. And then encounter card, Mark of the Wolf, he takes a damage. And I believe Cadabrier takes one as well. Oh, at the end of your... Okay, yeah, so they can remove it next time around. Alright, so now the Hunting Drake activates. And he only he moves 2 tiles towards the closest, so 1, 2. So now it is Drizzt's turn. He's going to attack the Hunting Drake and kill it. And I guess I should have said I used Twinkle because that's what I was going to use. So this is dead. Treasure. Discard 1 encounter card of your choice and play. I'll discard it off of Artemis since he has no healing surges. And then he can move 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get him here. And since he has a second attack, he can attack the Goblin Archer with Icing Death. 7 and 6 is 13. That's going to be enough to kill it. So it dies. And no treasure because he already got it. So explore. Monster is going to be Hypnotic Spirit. And since it was a black triangle encounter card, Hero Sacrifice, you can choose to cave in a section of the roof. If you do, each hero and each monster on your hero's tile takes 3 damage. If you don't, your hero takes 1 damage. I guess Drizzt's going to take 1 damage because he can't afford to deal all of them 3 for no reason. There's no monster there. So Hypnotic Spirit, it's within 1 tile. It moves to the closest hero tile and attacks each hero on the tile with the Horrifying Howl. So when it does this, I guess I can use Heavy Cloak. When your hero is targeted by an attack that targets more than 1 hero, the attack misses your hero. So Artemis is saved. And then against Drizzt, it's going to hit for 1, but he has his stance, which reduces the damage by 1, so he's good. So that's it for him. It's back to Artemis. He's going to use Vampiric Dagger on the Hypnotic Spirit. That's going to be a hit. He regains a life and kills it. And the treasure. Moment's Respite. There was an encounter in the treasure card deck. I don't know why. Moment's Respite. Place this card face up on either the encounter or monster deck. I will put it on the encounter. And then now he can move and explore. Alright, the monster is going to be a water elemental, and he can place it anywhere. So let's place it all the way over here. And then no encounter, so water elemental moves 1 tile closer to the heroes. And that's it for him. So now it's Cadabrier. I think she is going to switch stances so that if she deals a damage, it deals 1, or if she hits, she deals 1 extra damage. And she's going to use Tall Maril. So 22 against his 12 is going to hit and deal 2 to kill him. So that guy's dead. She gets follow through, deal 1 damage to 1 monster on your hero's tile. That doesn't help. And then now she can move. I gotta remember she has that mark. So 1, 2, 5, 6. Won't get me there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the end of her hero phase, she's going to take a damage to get rid of Mark of the Wolf. Because that sucks. Oh boy. Another encounter. So the monster is going to be a spider swarm. And then her ability is going to activate so she can move 2. So 1, 2. And then the encounter card would go off, but since we have Moment's Respite, that goes away instead. And then the Spider Swarm activates, and it moves 1 towards the closest hero, so I'll move that there. And now it is Artemis's turn. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to attack the Spider Swarm with Vampiric Dagger. 6 and 6 is 12. That is enough to kill the Spider Swarm. So he regains a hit point. Gets some experience. This goes away. And he gets a treasure. And it's a reroll. Alright, so exploring. Underground River. Monster is Hunting Drake. He'll use his ability to put it all the way up there. No encounter, so just Hunting Drake is going to move. Alright, so I believe it is Drizzt's turn. He is going to, oh, that kind of stinks. We'll go 1, 2, 3 and explore. Dark Chasm. Monster is the Drow Duelist. No encounter, so Drow Duelist is going to move in and attack twice. 5 and 9 is 14, it's a miss. And that's a miss as well. Alright, so back to Artemis. I think he kind of wants to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can only move 6, but I could just double move. If that's the case, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just double move on his turn and explore. And it is the Drow Glyph. So I get to read what happens. When a hero reveals the Drow Glyph tile, place the surface hollow tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the Drow Glyph tile. So I'll place this here. And I'll move everything down so you can see. Then each player draws a monster card and places the corresponding monster figure on any square of either the Drow Glyph or the surface hollow tile. To escape to the surface, a hero must end the hero phase of any hero on that team on any of the middle 4 square tiles on the surface. What they're saying is, like, these 4 is how you leave the dungeon or whatever. Once a hero leaves, they can't come back. Leaving is optional. And that's pretty much it. So I got to do this before people die. So let's draw monsters. So starting with Artemis, he gets a Drow Duelist. And I don't know if, I guess that gets around his ability. So let's put the Drow Duelist here. Catabrier is getting the Goblin Champion. And then Drizzt is getting a Spider Swarm. So now they just gotta escape. So it was Artemis who did that. So Hunting Drake activates, moves 1 closer. Drow Duelist moves in, and that's it for him. Now I'm trying to remember, I think it's Catabrier's turn. She's going to keep her stance. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles of your hero. So I think what she's going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she's going to use Headshot, which lets her attack a monster within 2 tiles of the hero. Hit or miss, it's going to do, or hit it does 3, miss it does 1. But since she has her stance, it adds 1, so it's going to do 2. She's going to target the Goblin Champion. And I think that's going to be 15. It misses, but it still does 2 damage to kill him. So the Goblin Champion's dead. That was Catabrier. Since she didn't explore an encounter card, each hero within one of a volcanic vent takes 1 damage. So that's just Drizzt. We'll let that go. And then now it's going to be Artemis's turn. So Artemis is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to use Executioner's Blade, which misses but still does a damage to kill the Drow Duelist, so he's dead. And he's got a potion of healing, but he won't use it because he just wants to leave. So that's it for him. Hunting Drake's... since no Explore and Encounter, Poison Arrow Trap, he is going to negate it with his experience, because nobody likes traps at the exit. So he negates that, and then the Hunting Drake will move 1, and that's it for his side. So now Drizzt's turn. Wow, he can move 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could get him there. And he's going to attack the Rat Swarm. 9 and 6 is 15, enough to kill it. So Rat Swarm is dead. And he's going to use the Cure Potion to give 1 health to Cadabrier. That's what he just drew. And then that's going to be the end of his turn, so an encounter. Volcanic or Fault. Negate that one as well. So we got tons of experience. So after his turn, Drow Duelist moves because he's his monster. So now it's Artemis. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exit the dungeon. At the end of his turn, the Hunting Drake is going to, I think, the monsters pass. I think they get passed to the other heroes. All monsters pass to the one on the right, so I guess I'll pass it to Cadabrier. So that's good for her, I guess. So it's Cadabrier's turn. She's going to shoot the Hunting Drake with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and escape. So the Hunting Drake gets past. She's out. So now it is Drizzt's turn, and I believe he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he escapes. And all the teams escape because they work together, because Jeb is playing by himself. So the game ends when each team either wins or loses. It's possible for both teams to win or lose, so both of them won in this case. A team wins if all the team's members escape, which they did. Nobody was defeated. And I should have read, when the Droglyph tile is flipped, freedom lies just ahead, but will Artemis turn on his allies before they can escape? So I guess if you're playing multiple players, you could have been Artemis and been like, well, I think he was like right here. He could have like let that trap go off, and then he could have escaped or whatever and let the other people deal with it. Or I guess during the whole thing he could have attacked them or whatever. But I figure they all need to escape this place or everybody could have died. But I actually did really well. I didn't get any of the horrible monsters, and I was able to deal with what came out. So let me know if I did anything wrong or whatever. Like the video, check out all our other videos, and I will be back next time with the next adventure. Alright, bye.